ang mensahe ko sa community in general is salamat sa for having a more open mind and being more tolerating and accepting of the LGBT community. At least naranasan ko na yung ganitong sitwasyon compared to before na we were considered as paria. I even remember a time na sabi nila na we have this psychological ailment for being gay, tapos makasalanan. Thank you not only to the society, it's also to the church, to many people now who are more accepting of the community itself. Thank you. So my name is Cabreros. I'm 54 years old. I hail originally from Cebu, but I now live here in Makati. I identify myself as a gay person. I think I was 25 or 26 when I fully accepted that I was a gay person, or I am a gay person. It was when I felt full or complete romantic and sexual attraction to the same sex. In 1972, when martial law was declared, so I was about 5 years old, and then so I was in between 5 to my twins, so-called twin years, until 12. It was at that time that the martial law was declared and imposed. Even at that early age, sinasabi na ako ng parents ko, uy, huwag ka babaka sa labas kasi may mga soldiers na who would roam around. We were made to fear the military. We were made to fear soldiers. We were made to fear the police. Yung bang sasabihin nila na, uy, huwag kang ganyan kasi baka sitahin ka or baka dalhin ka somewhere, yung mga ganon. And impressionable as I was at that age, of course may takot. You'd become afraid. Kasi di ba it's a patriarchal society back then, since we had a dictator as the head of government. So hindi ka pwede magdamit babae. Kung nasa labas ka, dapat you should act. Kung lalaki ka talaga. Drag queens at that time were unheard of. Walang nagpo-cross-dress. If there are siguro patago or in secret gatherings at that time. So, silence talaga. It was a difficult period for the community. Tatlo kami magkakapatid and I am the middle child and the only boy in the family. I think they knew from the very start. Kahit nung bata pa ako, I was effeminate in a way. There was this situation wherein my aunt was compelled to tell my parents without my consent. So right after that, my father, who was distant even before I was a child, became more distant. Tapos yung mother ko, hindi na ako kinausap. Or hindi niya ako kinausap for about a week. Slowly, yung relationship ko with my mother went back to normal. So I guess at that time, she already accepted that I was gay. Kasi my parents separated when I was in my mid-teens. My father then was working abroad and my mother was here when they decided to separate. I never had a closer relationship with my father. Every time he'd come over for a vacation from abroad, of course he would see us, yung mga kids, yung mga children, yeah. And we'd spend time together. Pero alam mo yung there's this distance or there's this awkward moments between you and your father since hindi kayo close. Growing up, I never experienced being discriminated. It was more of bullying. Yung bang tinutukso ka, tinatawag kang bakla. Yung physical bullying, wala naman. It's more of yung bang panunukso sa'yo, which can have actually more effect on a person. Yung coping mechanism ko is, slowly tinatanggap ko na lang yung sarili ko eh. Hindi ko na lang pinapansin. I'd still I'll go on with playing with my girl classmates. Tapos, ang ginagawa ko na lang is, I'd excel in my studies instead. I'd focus on, nafo-focus na lang ako sa studies ko. Even if my teachers won't do anything to stop yung mga panunukso sa akin, I'd still find a way to just ignore it. Let them be. Kung ano man ang sabihin nila, iba, parang unfortunately, hindi ako nakatapos ng college. I dropped out of school. I was in my second year. I took up commerce in a university in Cebu. I had to drop out after my parents separated. When they decided to separate, kasi I had to take the responsibility of financially supporting my mother and my younger sister at the time who was in high school. It's not because LGBT ka that you're expected to financially support your family. Even your siblings, if they are straight, I think they also have the responsibility to look after and financially support their parents or the members of their family who are financially distressed. I am a community access to redress and empowerment or care officer of TLF Share. The program that we are in, which is called CARE, is a platform wherein we facilitate access to redress and justice to persons living with HIV who face discrimination or violation of their human rights. I have a partner. We'll actually be marking our 13th year. It wasn't really difficult on my part na makahanap ng partner. For some members of the LGBT community, they'd find it hard. Kasi nga, they have these standards that they have to, that their potential partners has to meet. If you become realistic about it or don't place too high standards on the partners that you're looking for, you won't have any difficulty. Yung mga ganitong edad na you're already in your 50s, ang mahirap lang talaga is yung if you are alone. Although meron kang trabaho, you have a stable job, and you still have a family to lean on to, like your siblings or even your parents, pero there would really be times na you'd feel alone, you'd feel sad. Mahalaga para sa akin na magkaroon ng mga LGBT organizations because it's a support system where members or lesbians, gays, transsexuals, and bisexuals can go to if they need someone to talk to, if they need help, if they need moral support, if they need advice. Yung tatlong issues na dapat tutukan ng LGBT community. So the first one would be the absence of a law that would grant equal rights to members of the LGBT community. Second would be discrimination, and then third would be the physical violence. Para sa mga younger members of the community, ang masasabi ko lang is swerte kayo. You are more empowered. Society is more tolerating and accepting of members of the LGBT community, not unlike before. Mensahe ko para sa mga miyembro ng pamilya or even yung mga relatives natin na hindi pa rin tinatanggap or katanggap-tanggap ang mga miyembro ng LGBT community is sana maging open-minded sila. Not to close their minds and to accept the reality that we, the LGBT community, we are here to stay and we will never go away. We are part of society and it's a reality that they must accept.